Hi and welcome to my channel. So I've got good news today because the UK has added more jobs onto the shortage occupation list. What this means is that previously you could not move, to the UK. You could not get a visa basically and move to the UK to do these jobs. But from today, you can now move to the UK to do these jobs. So this is really, really good news because obviously they are very short-staffed in this sector. And so it just gives more opportunities for immigrants and for those people that want to move to the UK to have a really easy pathway for you to move. So this is absolutely amazing news. So in this video, I'm going to be telling you what are these jobs that have been added, where do you find them, how do you apply, and what are the expectations. Can you not bring your family? Because look, I deal with all these visas all the times, and one of the things people are always worrying about is, Melvis, can I bring my family on this visa? So I'm going to be telling you all of that as to what the government has said regarding these new jobs that have been added. So look, if you're new to my channel, you're welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, I appreciate your time, and I do hope that you're finding value from these videos, and I do hope that they are helping you, whether you're already in the UK or you're still out of this beautiful country, and that you're implementing obviously all of these information. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, you do want to hit subscribe right now, turn on that notification button so you're the first to be notified every single time when I drop a new video on here. But most importantly, I have a newsletter where I send the most up-to-date information about career progression opportunities in the UK, visa sponsorship opportunities in the UK, visa updates in the UK, important UK updates, work from home jobs that are very highly paid and take off the need, that geographical location so you can do it from anywhere in the world and earn a lot of money. Also, one thing that I'm very passionate about is starting your own side business, because look, I've been in the UK for 12 years now, and what I've learned is there is a place and time to get a job where you're employed, but look, at a certain time you need to be working on your own goals. You need to be working on something for yourself. And so I'll send you all of that information directly to your inbox. So if you check the comment section below, you see a link to my newsletter. If you join that newsletter, then all of this information I'll send it directly to you, so you never rely on the YouTube algorithm and you never miss out on any vital information or any important UK updates such as this, what I'm giving in this video. So you want to make sure that you join that newsletter. It won't even take you up to 20 seconds to join, because all you need to do is drop your name and email and bang on, you're part of that newsletter. So obviously you're welcome here. So like I was saying, new jobs have been added to the shortage occupation list. So basically, the Immigration Advisory Committee, these are the people that advise the UK government on which jobs they should add to the shortage occupation list and which jobs they should not. So what they did was they had a list of 26 different jobs that they wanted. Well, they recommended that it would be good to add those ones on the shortage occupation list, because look, the UK, some sectors have had to close down because they don't have staff. And so unfortunately, the government only accepted to add 5 of these jobs, and they rejected, the other 21 jobs. But it's not a bad thing, because we've got 5 more professions, 5 more occupations that people can use to move to the UK. If you think about the carer pathway, for example, how many people are applying for these carer jobs is not necessarily because they want to be carers in the UK, it's because they feel that that is the only option to move. And that's why I'm here to bring you the best opportunities that you can use to move to the UK, other alternatives to these carer pathways. Look, in case, by the way, if you're new here, you're wondering who I am. So my name is Melvis. I moved to the UK 12 years ago, working as a carer in a nursing home. I then went on to study as an international student to become, an advanced nurse practitioner here in the UK. So I've progressed beautifully in my career, over these 12 years. Obviously, that's a long time. But career progression is something that I'm really, really keen on. And I'm very, very interested in the fact that, yes, it's good to get to the UK, but it is more important what you do with yourself and your life when you get to this country. Because look, it's not all a bed of roses. For many people, it is a thorn in the flesh when they get here, because you don't know what to do. You don't have your family here with you. You're not sure how to progress. I support with all of that nurses, carers, student nurses, students, prospective student nurses with career progression in the UK. So I have a private career coaching program called Nursing Career Bootcamp. If you check the About section of this YouTube channel, you're going to see a link to Nursing Career Bootcamp. And look, if you need support with getting visa sponsorship jobs in the UK, you need support with moving to the UK, you need support with progressing in your career, you're already within the UK, then my private coaching program is going to support you with all of that. Like I said, if you check the About section of this YouTube channel, you're going to see a link to join Nursing Career Bootcamp, and then you get access to all of the resources. You get that individualized, that personalized, that tailored support that you need to succeed. Because look, YouTube videos like this are very good, but they're very generic. I don't know who's watching this video right now. I don't know what your personal circumstances are. It's very difficult to give tailored advice, but that individualized advice is what is really going to help you to get these jobs. Otherwise, you're going to be struggling, going around in circles, coming back to the same thing, getting those unfortunate emails. Look, that needs to end, because, I'm here to support you with all of that. So let me talk about the jobs, obviously, that have been added to the shortage occupation list, because I think you're now thinking, oh my God, Melvis, can you just get on with the jobs? Let's get started. So, like I said, 5 new jobs have been added. And look, those of you brothers, I don't want to obviously, nothing against the ladies, but it's been a huge favor. It's been a massive blessing for the brothers, because I know that most of these jobs, for the people that I know, it's mainly the men that do them. So if you're in the UK, for example, or you're watching this and you're a lady and you're thinking, oh my God, my husband, my brother, my uncle could be so great at this. If you're a woman and you're doing these jobs, obviously no issues, but mostly men are going to benefit from this, because when you look at, one of the industries that has been added is construction. So construction is a sector in the UK that is very highly paid. Construction workers can earn between £1,000 to £2,000 per week, depending on what you're doing. And look, the best thing about construction is that there are very short courses that you can do. In fact, a very close friend of mine did a course, a construction course. He did a course for 1 week. Yes, he did a course for, that's 5 days. He went Monday to Friday. 1 week did the course, and he got a job where he's earning about £1,500 to £2,500 per week in the UK. These jobs are very highly paid. So the fact that they've been added to the shortage occupation list is something that is massive. And not only is it going to give people the opportunity to move to the UK, but what I like is that it's going to enable people to earn more money rather than just the carer jobs that pay nothing. The pay is so bad for those jobs, and that's why I'm particularly excited about these particular jobs, because when you work in this industry, you're going to be able to progress. You're going to be able to do those really short courses. You don't need to bother yourself going to uni, paying all those tuition fees, spending a lot of time writing essays like some of us have done. So very, very important. So sisters, you need to share this with your husbands, share this with your brothers, share this in your groups, so that they know and people can start moving to the UK. So like I said, construction is one of the industries, and the jobs there are, so obviously construction workers. So as you know, the housing crisis in the UK is massive. They're building new houses every day. New buildings are coming up, new hospitals. The government gave money to, hundreds of UK hospitals to build brand new hospitals. So obviously that's all part of construction. And that's why now they want to give visas to people overseas to come do these jobs in the UK. But if you're enjoying this content, I want you to hit that like button. It lets me know that you enjoy content like this and I should do more. But most importantly, if you've got any questions as I'm going along with this, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below and I'll be able to respond to you. But if your question is very private and you're like, oh my goodness, Melvis, I just cannot put this on YouTube for everybody to see, check the comment section below. I've got my newsletter. If you use that newsletter, you can ask a private question. You'll come to me directly and then I can respond back to you. So these jobs, like I said, construction workers. So anything construction, it's there. So you've got builders. So builders, if you can build a house, you've got roofers, you've got plasterers, you've got carpenters as well. So these are some of the jobs that have been added to the list. So you've got construction workers, you've got roofers, you've got builders, you've got carpenters, you've got bricklayers as well. So please, you can now move to the UK. And because this is brand new, it's only just been announced and approved this week, the people that are ready to move now are going to be here in no time. Because let me tell you, sometimes, people are procrastinating. They're like, oh yeah, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. As time goes on, it gets more and more complex. It gets more and more difficult because now, you know what? Many people don't know about it yet. Many people wouldn't be ready yet. So you want to be the first to apply. And I hope that you've got your passport. If you've got your passport, I want to leave a comment in the comment section below and say, Melvis, I have got my passport and I'm ready to move. Leave a comment and say, Melvis, I've got my passport and I'm ready to move. You know why? Because if you're thinking of traveling overseas and you haven't got an international passport, you don't know what you're doing, you're not serious, you're not ready. One thing I always say is, if you're a human being, you need to have an international passport, because when opportunities like this come, there is no time. I know countries where it takes like 6 months to do a passport. So if an opportunity comes up like this and you're like, hey, you're going to wait 6 months for a passport, you're going to miss out. So leave a comment and say, Melvis, I've got my passport and yes, I will implement. So the next thing now is, where do you find these jobs? So where do you find these jobs? So these jobs are going to be, by the way, if you're familiar with UK jobs or you've got no experience at all, the go-to place, the first place to always go to find UK jobs is Indeed. If you're not sure, go to Indeed, because Indeed is a global kind of job search platform where many recruiters are based. You've got the recruiters that are legit, you've got the recruiters that are not, because anybody can put a job on Indeed, let me warn you. So you've got to be able to do your due diligence. And Indeed, by the way, is INDEED. Indeed. So again, if you're struggling, leave a comment in the comment section below and I'll help you with the links to all of that to make sure that you're getting the right, website. Many people on Indeed, I must warn you, you've got many legit employers on there and many illegit employers on there as well, because anybody can go onto Indeed and put a job advert. So you need to be incredibly careful when you're applying for jobs there. You need to make sure that you're doing your research as well, going to the UK government website, making sure that if somebody is putting an advert, they are actually recruiting, they actually have the license to recruit, rather than simply trying to find candidates for their own purpose. So you need to be very careful. And that's why I say, if you're out of the UK and you haven't got experience with these things, you need to be careful. Just do, it's going to take a little bit of extra work, but you can do it yourself. If you're obviously part of my private coaching program, then I support you with that journey, with that process. I share the links, in the community. Obviously, we've got a nursing community hub where I share those links directly, because I've done the research. I just share them on there so that everybody knows that, okay, for this job, this is who is recruiting, this is the legit link, because I've done all that research already before sharing the link on there, and that then helps. But if you're doing this yourself, you need to make sure you're doing that research as well. Like I say, I do this all the time, so it takes a lot of time to check if a UK company is legit, because there are many people who put adverts out there who say that they're recruiting, but they're actually not recruiting. They even have no idea about recruitment in the UK or the job whatsoever. So you do need to be careful and make sure that you don't fall in the wrong hands, basically. Again, share this with your brothers, with your sisters, with your relatives, because people can now move to the UK as builders, construction workers, roofers, carpenters, and bricklayers, construction workers. You can now get a visa no matter how low the pay is, because they've been added onto the shortage occupation list. It means that even if it's like a starting point, get in, get the job, get into the UK. It is very easy to progress within this sector. Like I say, I've seen, I know many friends of mine that have done courses in this sector, 1 week courses, and they earn money that as a nurse I may never be able to earn in my entire career, fully employed by the NHS. So this is a sector that is very highly paid. So it's a welcome development that the UK government has decided to add it to the shortage occupation list. And I do hope that we all take advantage of that and make the most of it. And one thing that I wanted to say, because you've obviously watched till now, thank you very much, is that you can move to the UK with your family. So if you apply for any of these jobs that we've talked about in this video, you can move to the UK with your family. So if you're a woman, obviously you can bring your partner, you can bring your husband, your wife, your kids, it doesn't matter, and they will be able to stay in the UK. You're going to have access to, free healthcare. You're going to have access to schools, for free. It's completely free, because this is a skilled worker visa. That's a visa you're going to have, skilled worker visa. So it is a fantastic opportunity. You don't want to miss out, moving to this country to get started with your family. Thinking about the future in a different way. It is something that is huge. For me, being in this country for 12 years, it is just a blessing. It's just amazing. It's something that I just thank God for every single day, for the fact that I was able to come to this country and be able to just experience the splendor and the opportunities that come with being here. And I would like you to join in and enjoy in all of that. So if you're watching this and you're already in the UK, you're keen on career progression, you need support to progress in your career, so you get those better paying jobs, then get in contact with me. If you're out of the UK and you need support with the process to get these jobs, again, by all means, do feel free to get in contact with me or join my private coaching program, because like I said, that's where I offer that personalized, individualized, and tailored support. Otherwise, if you've got any general questions, leave them in the comment section below and I'll be able to join in there and we can talk about that. So again, I've done videos on this channel about all sorts of things, different pathways to move to the UK, interview preparation, career progression pathways, all, keep watching the videos. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next video.